This morning we are at Disney's Polynesian Village Resort and we are having the best friends breakfast with Lilo and Stitch here at Ohana. We have done this before, but it has been a very long time. It was like one of Josh's very first trips, like a long time ago. So we are excited to eat. So like I said, this is a character breakfast. You get to meet Lilo, Stitch, Mickey, sometimes Pluto. Oh, yep, Pluto is here. They just walked out. It'll be a good breakfast. They have some, like Mickey and Pluto have some Hawaiian style outfits on. And for the breakfast, you actually get scrambled eggs, waffles, Mickey waffles and Stitch waffles, biscuits, Hawaiian style potatoes, Hawaiian pork sausage, and then a Hawaiian style ham with like a pineapple compote on top. They also give you a bread that comes out. It's like the pineapple coconut bread, kind of like what they serve at dinner, but more of breakfasty because they put like some icing on top in the way they serve it. Also, they bring out some fruit, mixed fruit with grapes, pineapple, cantaloupe, and watermelon. And they have the specialty juice, which is the orange, guava, and passion fruit juice. And they seem to be serving this at more places now, so I think it's like become pretty popular. Maybe they have had this here for a while and we just didn't know it, but we love this juice. But I'm excited to eat and I'm excited to meet the characters. Hi! Perfect. Thank you.
Bye. So if you guys don't know, Ohana is a family style buffet. So it's basically the exact same as if you're here for dinner, except that they have characters. And the food here is basically just one skillet of what Taylor said earlier, which it's not too bad. But so far, it's been pretty decent. Stitch was very, very calm, which was a little surprising. I don't know if it's just a little too early in the morning for Stitch, but we still have Mickey who's coming, and then Lilo, and then Pluto. We actually have to go back up to the front and get our picture at the end of the meal with Pluto. So, but Mickey's on his way.
Yeah? It matches you. Good aw, thanks, Mickey. Can I get a picture of just you?
Sorry.
All right, I got it. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mickey. Yeah. You're better dancer than me. Here.
All right, so we have now pretty much finished up our meal here at Ohana. So that means that all of the characters besides Pluto have come through. We've already basically eaten everything that we wanted to eat, except for Taylor's having some more ham over there. So I thought this would be a good opportunity just to kind of talk about the food. So you get a platter or a skillet that comes with eggs. The eggs are what I would probably consider more of like the powdered eggs. And then you've got the ham, which was pretty good. It has that pineapple on it. It's still very nice and salty, but the pineapple adds a little bit of sweetness back to it, so it's good. Tender. You had the sausage, same type of deal, very salty. That's, typical sausage. And then I didn't eat any of the waffles. Waffles are not my thing. Taylor had waffles. We also had the potato wedges, also pretty good. Basically kind of like a pan fry, crunchy, soft on the inside. Well done. Then we also had the fruit platter, which I ate basically everything besides the honey or the cantaloupe and the grapes, just because I didn't feel like picking the grapes off. But it's, I think if you guys have been watching us for a while, I always have a really hard time going to these breakfasts in the morning because I feel like, to me, they just aren't really worth the money. So let's talk about the price. The price here for just Taylor and myself was about $45 a piece, plus tax, and then a tip. It came out to be $105, and that was after a 10% DVC discount. So that was with a tip. It's $105 for two people. Now understand that you are kind of like getting to meet the characters, which is cool. You know, you don't have to go into the park and wait in line, and you get more park time. And as a matter of fact, if you get here right when the restaurant opens, so if you have a reservation at 7:30, you can be out of the restaurant before 8 o'clock and still be on your way over to Magic Kingdom. So that is a pretty good benefit. But again, I think that this is something that's probably for families and those that are on the dining plan, because it's way more of a value, I think, with the dining plan than it is to pay for cash for this. So just something to consider. Oh, I also had the Kona Cafe press pot. This is done by Joffrey's. It was $9, which also added to the overall bill. But I was a little disappointed because some guy brought it out and he's like, yeah, I just mixed the water and the coffee, and you should give it about 3 or 4 minutes. It's like, listen, to me, French press is a science, all right? Pour the water in there, you stir it up. If it's a medium roast, you do about 4 minutes. If it's a light roast, I do about 3 to 3.5. It's a science for me, all right? But I digress. Would you like to add anything?
I definitely agree with Josh that this would be more worth your money if you have the Disney dining plan, just because it is pretty expensive to pay cash for just breakfast. Because first off, Josh isn't really like a big breakfast person. I am, but for him to pay like basically $50 for himself to eat breakfast and meet characters, which he only said hello to one of them, it wasn't really worth it for him. But for me, I really enjoyed this. I love meeting the characters at the table, and something that I really like about this breakfast compared to a bunch of the other character buffets is that the food is all brought right to your table, family style, just like it is at dinner at Ohana. So you don't have to worry about ever missing those characters, because you never have to leave the table and go get your food up at a buffet. It's all brought to you. It is all you can eat. So if you want more, like I did, I wanted more ham because the ham was so good. Nice and salty, a little bit sweet, and it was like actually like really tender. Barely had to use my knife to cut it. Wonderful breakfast ham. But yeah, you can order as much as you want. It's all you care to eat. So it was good, and I really enjoyed my juice. We've had multiple refills of the juice, and another thing, fountain beverages are included as well. So the juice, everybody gets a juice if you want one, and then you can get whatever else you want to drink, and it's included, not extra, unless you're like Josh and have to be a little extra and get the French press coffee.
Go ahead.
You're a great dancer, Pluto. You like? Yeah, back with your flowers? Yeah, good.